definitely get a couch to spare with that.
There's no dad.
Bullshit. Yeah, that's where I think we're going, which I can't remember the name of the place. It's going to be fucking Burger Hobo.
Shocking, isn't it? Help People's App 20 Millionaire here, and welcome back to another King's Mistake episode. We are joined by Charlie.
Hello.
Playing as King Tank. Daryl.
G'day.
Playing as Kathlina.
Yep.
Alex. Playing as Draco. Drake? Drake. And Barry playing as Baron.
Can I play a Warhound or some shit?
Oh, you can play as some NPCs if you want.
Can I play like
Brandon, who will be playing as the NPCs.
I want to play as a fucking like, you know, let's cross between like a Warhound and a Man-at-Arms. Like not too fucking humanoid flavored, man. Like what's that fuck? Those elf hounds like Kushi or some shit.
I don't know if you can.
Nope.
Not in this area.
What is it?
I'll explain in a minute. First things first, let's do the recap. Last time we left off, you guys all got to Alex's, Lee's character, Alex's uncle's place. All of you did. Alex, your character actually just shows up there. Because you're just like, well, I already knew where they were going. I lived here my whole life. I know where to go.
Yeah.
You just walk there. And so you get there. You guys are all there, all relaxing in this nice little place. And there's suddenly a bright light in front of all of you. Like right in the middle of all of you while you guys are sitting around this table. And a wizard wearing purple robes appears.
Hello, Tank.
Hey, Tank. Hey.
Where are we not going this time?
I can't hear you. It's easier if you just tell me.
You have to come here and I'll tell you. Just say it after I tell you.
Consary. Here we go.
He casts a magic spell and you guys all suddenly disappear.
I'm gonna punch you.
Also known as Tartarus.
Yes, I know.
Incarceration.
I am going to punch you. And I ain't saying a word because it ain't going to be pleasant.
I told you we have to go to every place on the wheel eventually anyway. That includes the worst places
We
you
need
can
more
think
people.
of. Well, we have enough right now. Trust me, what we're doing, Tank is basically the one that carries you guys.
We need an army.
Not
He ain't
you.
an army.
He's a one-man army.
He ain't an army.
He's taken down 3 armies himself. He's King Tank.
We're in Tartarus.
Or Kansari, it's called.
Why are we here?
You remember?
I have to bring a prisoner and I have to get a prisoner.
Which prisoner are you bringing? Well, it's not one of us.
Well, he pulls out an orb and you see a dark figure in it.
Oh, okay. That's the prisoner?
Yeah.
Who or what is that?
Some evil guy.
An old friend, basically, of his.
Why is it dead?
Because he can't kill him.
That's why it's called incarceration.
Yeah. Who are we what are we getting?
An old friend of his, too.
An innocent man.
In Tartarus? Innocent?
Are you sure?
I find that hard to believe.
Yeah, basically the story goes, I told him this too, the reason why he was falsely accused, therefore was sent to Karsari. He was falsely accused of a crime that he didn't commit, and he was sent there. Which is kind of harsh for a punishment. To the prison planets. Great.
Awkward, man. I sent you a link on your phone to what I want to play.
Oh, okay. I'll check that out in a second. I don't think they exist here.
Where are you?
What?
It's just a...
Consuri, also known as Tartarus.
Oh, well, is there like people?
Yeah, there's people. There's a lot of basically the basic story about Consuri is that there's a lot of anyone who's a traitor, a backstabber, a known liar, and anyone who is basically just who
Lamia then?
a Lamia maybe.
That'd be good. I want to play Kush.
Buckeye.
I'm flexible. I can play a Lamia. So
I'll let you know what characters that you will be able to play. Okay.
PC monster, so I'm getting involved.
All right. Anyway. Oh yeah, and Brandon's here. He's going to be playing as NPCs hopefully.
I just want to play something between a pet and man or something.
All right. So.
Ideally, like a dog can talk.
So right away we are going. Chank basically describes as we're teleporting. We're going to the. I think it's the third layer of Katsuri. I think it's known for deserts. That it's a desert place.
Don't play Lamia then, man.
Hopefully somebody sucked up on water scans.
Does anyone, while we're teleporting and stuff like that, basically Chank's asking, does anyone have any other questions before we arrive? Basically what Chank's asking right now.
Yeah, any way I can get off this roller coaster ride?
No.
No.
What are we expecting to run into? There. What do you say?
A lot of
Some of them aren't.
prisoners and possibly demons.
Oh, fun.
Anything else that we should be worried about?
Don't get caught.
Yeah, no shit, especially if the Lord finds out we're here. The Lord
Jesus.
of this
The
realm.
Lord knows.
Oh yeah, he's in the middle. We're not going to be there.
No, each layer has a Lord that they rule over.
Nope. I looked it up. There's one major lord, also known as. Basically, he's the Grim Reaper.
Lovely.
So we don't run into him.
Yay.
That's why we're not going.
It's always an adventure with you.
Well, you're not wrong.
I don't want to go.
Too bad.
I have a pet I gotta stay home and look after.
You're fine. Ma will take care of him.
Barry's the only one not complaining.
Alright, so
Something different to do today.
So Baron, what's your
This
game
is a-
plan?
so as he's casting his spell,
See what happens.
as Chank is
Never been
casting
there
his
before.
spell, you notice that his hands start to flicker a little bit.
Oh, we're not
I
gonna
back
go
off.
those powers.
It flickers a little bit.
We're not gonna go to those powers.
And Chank basically says, "That's not good."
Nice to know, Chank.
And suddenly, you guys look like you appear at the place that we're supposed to go, and you can see this nice temple-looking thing, in like surrounded by desert and sand blowing. And suddenly, you guys disappear from that, and you reappear in a swamp, in a swampy-like area.
I'm fucked up.
What'd you say, Barry?
This doesn't look like a desert.
No, this looks like a pretty big swamp.
This area is very swampy and has
What the hell? This is
a
not
red.
what I expected. This is not what I signed up for. Get me the hell out of here and get my uniform's getting dirty. My uniform's soaking wet. You're paying for this.
There's a the area is a red tint. Everything here is a red tint, and is because there is no sunlight. It's like an eternal red twilight here.
You owe me new armor.
The air
I can afford
smells
it.
rotten. The air smells rotten and very swampy, basically.
Hey, look, it's smelly zone, Baron.
I don't want to be here. Don't expect me to camp here either. It ain't irritating now. Wait till later.
And a bubble is still surrounding you guys right now, so you guys aren't taking any effects from this area yet.
So,
Yet beating after the
Thanks.
word.
thanks, Chank.
Any way to cast us back out of here?
Is it?
No.
Not till his job's done.
Do you have any idea which way to go from here?
Yeah, I thought we were supposed to go into the desert, not this hellhole.
Beichank then explains that we basically just need to find one portal that will lead us to the next layer, and then we can go from there.
So we're on the second layer then?
Yes.
So which way is that?
Roll a roll a percentile, Charlie. Grab that box over there. The little over there. Further. On the other table.
On the other table.
The blue dice, Alex. Just give that set over there to him.
He's got some,
Just give that set to him. Yeah, just take them out of there, and then roll a percentile. You know what the percentile are, right?
20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What'd
80.
Okay, so he knows the exact location where we need to go, and it's around that rotten-looking tree. That is about a mile away.
By any chance, do you have an idea if that's a creature? Actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to do a magic check. Just so I'm aware.
Don't blame you.
Have my sword out just in case.
Smart.
Well, I'm not going to detect evil or good because I already know this area is evil.
Is that the one from Weatherlight?
Legends.
No, I don't think I have that one.
4, 2, red, 3, 2 comes back to your hand. You can't cast
Each one.
after.
No.
And
For Legends, I only have I think one rare,
They're reprinted.
and I have a bunch of uncommons.
Constitution. On that?
That sounds like a fitness.
Perception is not on.
no,
Yeah. Oh, they flyers.
So
Usually
this
under
Yeah.
flyers. Flyers are fucking
For my
like
detect
obviously
magic,
just
they all have.
My wisdom's
From
20.
You don't notice that.
And stabbing.
You don't know.
I'll look it up. It's Firestorm.
I'll do a perception.
Well, these are going to be fun in this area.
Might as well take a look.
You also see a lot of mushrooms, fungus around, and everything like that. The area around here is very wet as well.
I'll do perception, Aubrey.
Okay.
11.
20 perception.
Modified?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, I got +5.
14 perception.
That's with all together?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys look around, you see lots of like mushrooms and spores and stuff like that around. You also see like these rotten looking trees. You actually see some of the people who were imprisoned here as well look like they are like their skin is rotting, and they're not saying anything because you could, if you look since you rolled a 20, you see that some of them actually have like fungus growing from their mouth.
Oh, lovely.
Keeping them from speaking here. And they don't notice you guys either.
There's
That's a good thing.
Yeah, let's try avoid calling attention to ourselves.
Well, right now you guys just have a bubble around you guys until later. And the range of the bubble, by the way, is 3 by 3. So 5, 10, 30, 5, 10, 30, 30 by 30 feet. So it's a pretty big space. But if you step out of it, you can come back in. It's just you get affected from this plane if you step out of it.
Can it fly, the bubble?
Only if you have the spell to do it.
Do I have this?
No, you do not. Your bubble allows you to, like, depending on the plane that you're in, to make ground beneath you if needed. Like when you guys went to Limbo, you created ground beneath you guys.
Nice.
I'm gonna take a few minutes
Okay.
on it's a cantrip
Okay.
on cast resistance on all of us.
Smart.
Don't we have to pick an element for that?
You don't know what the element is here.
Okay. I'm just smart. Ice, fire, water, electricity.
Right.
So what was me? Fire?
Yeah.
Okay. Chank automatically has resistance to magic. Because he's Chank.
Yeah. Well, I guess it anyhow.
Yeah.
Well, I have protection from poisons and stuff, so.
You won't have protection from this. So you guys start heading in the direction that Chank points out?
Yep.
So you guys start walking, following what looked like a trail, through the marshy swamp, and you continue for you were walking for roughly what seemed like an hour, and I need you guys all to roll a perception. What'd you roll?
Not high enough.
What'd you roll?
9.
Okay. What'd you roll?
16.
That high.
What'd you roll?
16.
You? What'd you roll?
Total?
Yeah.
6.
Okay. So Barry, you noticed something that looks very familiar.
What's that?
You notice a certain prisoner
Okay.
with a fungus coming out of his mouth, like you saw about an hour ago.
Who is it?
You don't know. You just remember what it looked like from an hour ago. You also notice that the rot in the trees in the swamp all look similar, like you've been here before, an hour ago.
This all seems kind of familiar. Like I've been here before.
I would do a
I don't
perception check
remember being
again.
here before.
Fuck, no, I'm not.
17.
You notice it as well.
So I got 16.
Yeah, you notice it as well.
I think we're walking in circles.
You also notice that your footprints
Mm-hmm.
that were the way you went aren't there. But the swamp where you came from, you still see your footprints. Tank basically says we still got half a mile away to the tree.
Same time. Or perception.
Again? Okay.
13.
Are you guys going to continue walking?
I'm seeing if we're actually walking standing still type thing, or something's holding us back as we're walking.
Well, no, because you noticed while you were walking that things did change.
Are we still walking in the general direction, same direction that we're supposed to be, or are we actually kind of
You don't know.
walking in circles?
You don't know.
Well, there's a tree we can see a half mile away there, so we'll see what happens. We just keep walking straight towards that tree.
I'm gonna hit straight for the tree then.
Okay, so you
Or the
guys
tree.
keep walking. Oh. Okay. I wasn't expecting that early. Oh well. Alright, so as you guys are walking, you notice that there is a slight difference now. The area has changed slightly differently, but you see an abundance of what looks like baked fungus and mushrooms. There's abundance of these. As you're walking through this marshy, swampy area.
How big are they?
Human size. Some of them bigger, some of them smaller.
Are they big mushrooms?
Are
Lots
they
of big
magic
fungus.
mushrooms?
You don't know.
I would do a magic sense.
I want to do something. I don't know if I should or not.
Heck, magic.
Okay.
Use a tray. So therefore.
Nat 20.
You are blinded by the amount of magic around you.
Nice.
Well, somebody's gonna have to help me walk. Because there's too much magic for me to handle here.
Okay, so, Chank, do you keep walking?
Yeah.
Okay, he keeps walking. Are you guys gonna keep following
Yes.
him, or are you gonna continue looking around?
Keep following.
Keep following.
Actually,
You can look around.
Oliver, I think you attacked, man.
Yeah, I'll look at it in a second.
Stop kicking that thing.
You just sit there like waiting all day. There, Brandon sitting around. Fuck you, Brandon.
Okay, don't
I'm gonna do a
start.
perception check to see if there's anything around.
Oh,
Okay.
man, Shaw for
That could
Fuck
be
you,
of
Brandon.
use in
Okay.
this adventure. 17.
You notice some of the mushrooms moving.
Oh, nice.
So, guys, I'm under the impression with my tech magic, we're surrounded by a bunch of people that have grown into fungus because they are moving.
They could just be plants that move.
Thanks, Shank. I'm gonna knock my confidence down.
Hmm.
Are they moving towards us?
You can't tell.
I always fuck up.
Sorry, Shank.
Are we getting closer to the tree?
Yes, you can notice that the tree is getting closer.
So the tree's getting close, so the tree's walking towards us.
Oh, we were moving towards.
Okay. I'm trying to confuse poor Aubrey.
Do you want that?
No.
Because those exist in this place.
I know. Oh, I got fire.
Mushrooms don't seem to be coming at us. So we
Y'all
should
like
keep going
me
to the
more?
tree.
Ready?
Mushrooms don't seem to be coming at us. So we should continue
They
to the tree.
roll perception, all of you, as you guys are continuing walking. Oh, they're cute.
15.
Barry,
18.
you notice a bunch of movement circling the group, but they're small.
I got 20 total.
You notice that too.
They're circling us.
As you see some little mushroom tops moving through other fungus and mushrooms. At least what you think.
Some of the
How close was the nearest
smaller
one?
mushrooms seem to be approaching us.
Well, they're out of your range. I'm gonna tell you that much.
Yeah, man. I just asked, what's the closest
I
one?
don't hit.
They're all at a same distance right now,
Which
Yeah,
is?
It's always what I'll hit.
50 feet away.
That's why I'll hit was.
Oh, they're in range with me.
Well, you're in a tight area actually.
You
I
don't
forgot to
need
mention, you
one
guys
of
walked
these.
into an area surrounded by funguses, and you're going through a giant log right now.
It doesn't count though, because it's
That's fine.
Like even after you take close punch.
You better not be planning on attacking. You're gonna cause a lot of havoc.
Just keep going to the tree.
I agree with Barry.
I'm having my spell prepared just in case.
That's the problem, man. Like, I don't
You
know
notice,
the best thing to do is fucking green grape.
You notice 3 big
After
mushrooms
Adolf Hitler started doing shit,
like you see three humanoid figures walk out in front of your
I hate
path
Mickey Mouse.
Okay.
It's like millions killed and killing.
with what looks like gas coming out of them in different parts of their body, and they look like they have a really big crown on their head.
Killed by Aristotle.
Of course they do.
He's poisoned by Aristotle. And Aristotle's more important than Malcolm.
Did they deliberately stop on our path, or?
They are blocking your path.
Right? It's like, I
Three of them
like
are blocking your path.
Aristocrats.
Since you rolled a nat 20, you also notice that behind you, 3 more are blocking your path from
They
going
came
back.
towards us. They are surrounding us.
And you notice also in the next to you in all the mushrooms that they're moving still.
I should lightning bolt them.
That's stupid, man. You don't get. You should be playing D&D for characters soft and plausible, man. It's like you're playing for a bit, my guy.
Please, no bigotry.
Okay.
Thank you.
That's bigotry, man.
Well, no, what's the word? Not bigotry. What's the word?
Chauvinism?
No,
You know what the root etymology of bigotry is? All
not bigotry. Not. I'm thinking about
Bigotry is equivocal to French.
judgment. No judgment.
Bigotry means by God. Like, it's like how the French James called Englishmen. Like,
Simple, be quiet.
What?
just,
Simple, be quiet.
please, because I'm trying to explain something.
And we are recording.
We are recording.
It's awesome. So
Yes.
you know when to point this fucking is on the ass.
Anyway, moving on. They all block your path. Charlie, are you going to continue walking?
Yeah.
Okay. So they get close. The bubble gets really close to them. And then Chank suddenly stops. He suddenly stops looking at you're roughly, since it's 30 by 30, you're roughly about 5 feet? Yeah. It's a 3 by 3 square, so you're roughly 5 feet from these creatures now.
How big is the bubble we're in?
It's a 3 by 3.
Okay.
So 15 by 15. Sorry, I meant that. I meant it was 15 by 15 bubble. But there's 3 of them standing. You look at them and you can see they have eyes, and as you look carefully at them too, they look like they're made out of fungus. They have spores coming out of their body and on their arms. Their crown looks really cool. You can see like there's holes in their mouth where their mouth should be, and they look somewhat docile by nature, but they look slightly aggravated as well, if not curious.
Curious fungus.
Yep.
Love.
They're 10 feet away from you, by the way,
Except
the creatures.
except
I could use word to understand language.
No, for him it's 10 feet. You guys are in front of him.
How big is my bubble?
15 feet by 15 feet.
Nice.
Yeah.
Excuse me, guys.
So, what do you guys do? They don't look like they are gonna let you guys pass.
Did you talk to these guys? Mushroom people? Or do you know anything about them?
Do I?
You have not seen these before.
I haven't seen them before.
are these hostile or docile?
I don't know. I
Jake,
thought,
you hunting this
Remember, Charlie, you got 3 capture balls that you can try using. You always get 3 on each one of these adventures.
I'm not gonna capture mushroom people.
Why not?
It's King Chang. He always goes for at least one. He needs to
If
test
he's
them,
never caught one before.
and he doesn't know what it is. He's curious.
Barry, what are you doing? As you look at all these things.
That's fucking
You notice the
dumb.
ones that are behind you have more, like, their heads go like this a bit, more mushroom-like, and their faces look like that too, but they don't have holes in front of them. They look like they have like a small mouth like this, right where their nose should be. and they have like different type. They look like mushroom people.
But a different type of mushroom people than the ones in front of us.
Well,
Yeah, they're smaller than the ones in front of you guys.
Should we try to go around them or over them?
As you guys are talking and stuff, you notice that a bunch of little ones that are super small pop out from the sides of the log, and there looks like there's roughly 5 of them in total. So 2 on one side and 3 on the other. And all they have is mushroom cat heads, very small bodies, and a bunch of holes in the cats. And very small.
I'm not liking
Neither am I.
They all look very curious at you.
this. Well, I'm gonna put my helmet of comprehending language
Okay.
and try talking.
They don't understand what you're saying.
Even with the.
They don't speak either. I know you tried. I know what you tried. It didn't work, unfortunately. They all suddenly put their hands on Chank's magic bubble.
Oh, great.
Okay.
I am casting a spell.
What are you casting?
Fog cloud.
Okay.
It's harmless.
I know. Right when you cast the fog cloud, Chank's bubble pops.
Uh-oh.
These creatures have popped the bubble.
Okay.
Oh, no.
What did you get us into, Shank?
When my spell goes off,
Your spell goes off, and a fog cloud in the same radius as the bubble was appears. You guys can't see.
Lovely.
They can't see you either.
I'm actually looking that up.
I'm pretty sure it's a 3x3 area. Yeah.
It depends on where I cast it.
Or where are you casting it? If you're casting it right on top of you guys, it'll just be the same size as the bubble.
No, I wasn't casting it on us. I'm not that stupid.
Where are you casting it?
I was casting on them before they popped the bubble.
You can't.
Why?
The bubble
You'd only be able to
is here.
cast it on one of them. On one group of them, and there's basically 4 groups of them right now.
And so the group of 3 in front of us.
Group in front of us, group behind you, 3 on one side and 2 on the other.
Pretty much the ones in front of us.
The big ones?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Actually, no, the small ones.
I don't think these are sentient beings.
You would be wrong.
Shank, I have one of those capturables.
No, we're saving it for something good.
Something
You
good,
wanna
he
study
says.
these?
Not really.
But I thought you studied everything. Like you know nothing about these. I figured you would want to know something. You know, you like to
So,
study things.
suddenly the 3 in front of you guys start shaking
Oh, great.
as what looks like spores start shooting out from their crown,
You know it's coming.
from their mouth.
I
And-
cast a spell.
You are? What are you casting?
Bless on these 3.
Okay.
So you each get 1d4 to all attacks and saves.
Nice.
Saves might be
So 5 feet in front of it, hitting you 3 because you guys were in the front of Chank. So you guys all have to make a DC Constitution saving throw. I'll tell you once you roll.
9.
Nope.
and you each get a d4 on top of your roll.
Charlie, you have to roll. You don't have to roll because it's
Okay.
not at you. Roll, Daryl.
Here.
Oh, man, just talk gibberish in the leaves.
Okay, with this fog cloud, I create a 20-foot radius sphere of cloud concentrated on a point within range. Sphere spreads around corners. And
Okay,
it has
I
to
know
be
that.
obscured. It lasts for the duration or until it went at moderate or greater speed, at least 10 kilometers per hour. This disperses it.
Wind, you said?
At least 10 miles per hour.
Okay. That would be terrible if you were in Pandemonium.
Oh shit!
I cast Fog Cloud. Okay, it's gone. Oh.
That.
Wait a minute.
Now you get D14.
So was a con save?
Yeah. What'd you roll, by the way, Alex?
I rolled it.
Roll it. You take it forever.
I'm gonna wait till Daryl.
Just roll.
Daryl first. Plus your D4. Because we got blessed.
That's a D6. I know we got blessed. I got it.
So you filled it, Barry.
When you hit me.
What'd you roll?
16 plus.
You said 16?
Plus.
Yeah, no, I don't care about the plus. You rolled normal 16. You're good.
Plus Constitution, so
You're
I get
good.
plus 3 to that.
You're good. You rolled 16. You're good.
16, so 19, 22.
You're good.
21 actually.
I told you, you're good.
Okay.
Seven and 13.
Oh, you just made it. The DC is 12.
Let's say 12 is a magic number.
Hey, I'm sorry, Barry, but you are suddenly poisoned.
Oh.
During the time that you were poisoned, you are hallucinating. You look like you feel like you're on shrooms right now. I know. It's like that, but worse. For about a minute. You also are incapacitated
Okay.
while you're hallucinating right now.
What's his concentration spell?
Yeah. So he's hallucinating right now. You guys just saw these. One of them shoot these spores at you. Another one does also another set of spores, and everyone has to roll another Constitution saving throw.
Thank you.
Barry,
Yeah.
you failed this time. And he failed again.
Oh no! All right, now you're also stunned for a minute.
Go ahead, Alex.
18.
Okay, you're good.
17, 18, 19, 20.
You're good.
That's
Poor Barry.
18.
Very just high as a
My
kite.
con save.
That's 17 without my con save.
I'm hallucinating.
That's without my con save. 17.
Yeah, but
My con save is plus 3. Nice.
In the last one, there's more spores too. You don't have to roll a saving throw. In a 30-foot radius around you guys, a bunch of spores start raining down. Since you guys have higher than 2 intelligence, you're fine.
I hope so.
Creatures with an intelligence of 2 or higher that aren't undead, constructs, or elementals. Affected creatures can communicate telepathically with one another while they are within the 30 feet of each other. This lasts for an hour.
I take it they have intelligence low.
You'd be wrong.
They have
It depends on the spore, the type of spore that you guys are facing out of the 3.
Yeah, but they all have very high intelligence. That's what the spores do to affect others.
Oh no!
Done with it, that's evil.
Oh no, that's not what I'm reading to some of their things. Oh no.
They get nasty. I know they get nasty.
It's gonna be fun.
They need this long without knowing a thing or two.
Brit's gonna get.
Stunned and hallucinating, so I'll be back in a minute. I need to refill my vape.
Okay, so if you guys want to roll initiative, or if you guys want to try something else first.
I guess we should roll an initiative just in case I come out of it.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a full minute.
Yeah, and
That's
so
like the whole point, though, man. So you get smug about shit. I'll be a lamia. Can you make me a lamia?
13 per.
I will eventually. Don't
I'll be
worry.
like a cute lamia, like a teenage lamia that never quite made it, though.
13 for initiative.
So
13?
I don't like low HP, but like
14.
that way it makes those lives.
How much you said?
14.
21.
Want beer, Alex?
Alex?
Okay, man.
11.
Did you get mine already?
Yep.
Okay.
I was kind of hoping we were going to try everyone with the throw spot.
Well, you don't have to fight. You don't have to fight. I'm just asking if you guys want to roll initiative and fight, or you can still do something before you fight happens.
There's not really too much we can do.
Well, there's things you can do.
Create another bubble and get out of there.
They're just going to pop it again.
They just pop it again.
They're not animals, so I can't really speak with them.
Yeah, you're right. They're not animals.
It's my book of ancients.
They are plants. They're not animals. They're plants.
Exactly.
Oh!
You don't communicate with plants, do you? Oh, yeah, you're a paladin, no, you don't.
No, I gotta speak with animals. In nature's wrath.
All right. So what are you guys all doing?
Well,
We'll start with. I gotta roll their initiatives really quickly too, so we can do this. That's if they decide to fight anyway. Oop.
Do they even have eyes?
What? They have eyes, yes.
Charlie, you'll have to put 20 people in a room as one of them. I'd be legalistically the stupidest person in the room to mentally retarded and me. It's true, I was brought to a mental clinic and tested at an aptitude rate. As a wall 5th percentile. For every 20 people.
Okay, and that one, that one, and that one, and that one, that one. There's a lot of them here.
It's like, I might be.
I can't. I know. I'm just making sure.
Like that.
Yeah.
That's why you like me so much, man.
Oh yeah,
Believe
I
me,
noticed
retarded.
something that's really fun with these. If you guys do a certain thing,
I was like, I knew it. That guy's
but one of your
retarded.
abilities that you have may actually do extra damage.
I don't know which ability.
Other big
No, you
deal,
don't.
Charlie. Just walk
You don't
around.
know which one
Look
it
at
is.
TV, Charlie. I don't like Dragon Ball Z. Started to correct the hurt your feelings. So I'm sort of be retarded, Charlie. I can't help that stupid fucking 95% of the population. Right, all agree?
Unfortunately, I don't think you'd be able to deal with these really fast. But what's going on?
I have no idea.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. It is. We'll start off with Charlie. What do you want to do? You're looking at these things. You have 3 catcher balls and a lot of spells. You also have a sword and a spear.
In the ring.
Isn't it awesome,
And a
Charlie,
ring,
man?
yeah.
I
Yeah.
feel pretty good for myself, though, man. Like, 95% of the population is more intelligent than me. I'm pretty
It's okay.
fucking good, right, man?
Can you, Brandon?
Yes?
Can you go see what Adam's doing?
I'll try in a second, man.
Yeah.
Do something right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Isn't it awesome, Aubrey, man? I'm pretty good at that shit, right, man?
Mhm.
I think if I'm like in the bottom fucking 5th percentile of intelligence, I'm pretty
I'll
good.
light him on fire.
You're gonna try and light him on fire.
Yeah. With my
Which
cantrip.
which ones? The 3 in front, the three on the side, 2 on the side, or 3 in the back?
3 in front.
The 3, 1 on the 3 of the front. Which spell are you using out of your cantrips? Don't you have Firebolt?
Yeah.
You want to cast Firebolt?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember how much damage that does?
I'm looking it up real quick.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool, Charlie, man?
No.
You sad that I'm like legally retarded, man? All this whole time I'm trying to convince you I'm really smart, but it's true that I'm like well, in the
Da-da-da-da.
all mental active, skill.
Do. Okay.
Fireball, 120 feet
That's
inches.
why my forehead's so big,
What
man.
level are they?
Like, retarded.
He's level. Oh, they? The creatures or him?
Oh, Charlie.
He's a level 20 wizard.
Okay. It says creature or object within range makes a ranged spell attack against the target. He's got hit first.
Okay, so you have to roll to see if you hit.
What's my magic hit?
Your magic. Don't worry about that. You have to just roll to see if you hit. It's plus your. I think it's your wisdom or intelligence.
Yeah, it's plus your wisdom.
Plus your wisdom, yeah.
Plus 5.
Okay.
So that's 9.
Plus 5 is 14.
Or was that 9 in total?
9 total.
9 in total. You miss the ones in front of you. And your firebolt lands in a puddle and fizzles out.
That's bullshit, man. If he wants to use his power pivot dice on that fucking monster, you should let him win.
Oh no, you're also blessed. You add 1d4 to that.
Yes, add 1d4 to that.
2.
So 9, 10, 11. You still miss, unfortunately. If you rolled a 4, you would have hit. So yeah, it hits a puddle and fizzles out and makes the water boil a little bit. Alright. It is now...
You proud of me though, Charlie?
They notice you fired it and they look at you a little bit more with a little bit on edge now, Charlie.
What?
They look at you with a bit of edge on them, like a little on edge now.
Nice.
As one of the bigger ones in front of you decides to cast spores at you.
Wouldn't we have a disadvantage right now
Nope.
with the fog?
Nope. Nope. Because it's spores. They just shoot out in the area.
Yep.
So it will not have disadvantage. The spores, since they're only 5 feet in front of you and they have not moved, it's only hitting you two and Barry. Barry's not here right now, so since it's only 5 feet, it says. Okay. So it'll be, I'm going to roll to see who it will affect out of you two. Alex, you got spores coming at you. Roll DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
DC 12, eh?
Mm-hmm.
You roll d20. The saving spell is DC 12. No, you don't roll d12. It's a DC 12, so you roll d20. You have to pass DC 12.
Ooh! I'm definitely gonna hit.
What'd
Oh,
you
yeah.
roll?
2.
Okay, you start hallucinating. And you are incapacitated for a minute while you hallucinate. You can roll to saving throw at the end of each of your turn, and it will end the effect on a success. But you'll lose that turn. That's what it does. These spores are fun.
Oh, yes.
Okay. It is now... Oh, yeah, this one. What are you doing? A little one walks up to... one of the little ones walks up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what it does. One of the tiny, tiny ones.
I'll do this saving throw.
It looks at you,
Probably for being legally mentally retarded.
and it tries, and it goes to swing at you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a
Oh, yeah?
small little baby.
Yeah, I know.
Swings at you. What's your AC?
21.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, it's not going to hit you anytime soon. It swings and it misses. It falls over. And it gets back up and looks at you. Very confused. Alright.
Oh, yeah, I gotta do that on my turn. It's not my turn right now.
That one already did its turn. Okay. It is now that one's turn. So another one of the little ones goes up to you and tries to punch you. And it misses, and it falls over, gets up, and looks at you confused. Yeah, they're adorable. Yeah, in a creepy way. Okay, so that one's done. It is now Daryl.
Okay.
You still have them swing at you, but they're babies.
No.
So they don't know any better.
Oh, I know that. Anyhow. I am... How far is one of the bigger ones away from me?
5 feet in front of you. They're literally right in front of you.
Good. The fog clears, because it's a concentration spell for 1 hour, and I'm not going to concentrate that long.
Okay.
Deck save, please.
On one of them, or?
Yep.
1, 2, or 3?
Nah, number 2.
2, okay. Nat 20.
Faster. Take those dice away from me, I'm telling you. Okay.
So what were you trying to do?
Bonus action,
Okay.
spiritual hammer.
Okay, do I have to still roll against that? Or get to roll their AC?
I have to roll against.
Okay.
See.
Okay.
That comes out. Better swing, better swing.
Oh boy.
15 on the die.
That's a hit. Now, before you do the damage,
Mm-hmm.
once you hit it and it damages it, you see a bunch of spores fly off of it.
I'm hallucinating like you now.
It's a near D10.
But you're also
That's a
stunned,
D10.
Barry.
Yeah. Those fucking D8. Yeah, there it is.
I forgot about this ability they had.
Take 1 force damage.
One force?
Yep.
Boom. Ow. 60.
The fog cloud's gone, everybody can see everybody.
These guys have no
I'm
damage.
fireballing them again.
Don't fireball them. Firebolt, you mean?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Action surge.
Okay, 1 second.
Tell your crowd, you know I'm like legally meant to recharge and fucking do stuff, right?
Okay. So what are you doing?
Whatever.
Action
man.
surge.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. From like stupid fucking night population or stuff, right?
There's a lot of people out there.
Well, yeah, but from like stupid and Albert and Josh combined.
Swing with a mace.
Oh, which? Oh, the one that I gave you?
Mm-hmm.
The spider one? Yay! You're finally using it.
Yes, I'm finally using it.
Yay!
I'm not crazy. It's like on disability pension for some reason, like KC is because I'm stupid.
That'd be a 21 AC.
That's a. You hitting one of the same one?
Yep.
Okay, that's a hit.
And what's that roll? One.
It says right on there what it is.
I don't have it on here. It got written off when I redid it somehow.
Oh.
So 1d20.
No, it's you got rid of the curse from it, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, so now it's 1d20. Yeah,
1d20 plus.
your strength.
Yep.
I should have toned that down.
I'll play Lamia.
You will once we get to that point. We're not near that point yet.
Max damage.
Which is 20?
24.
Ooh. More spores fly off of it.
Shield in front.
Don't think it's the front you should be worrying about. So that's yours, Daryl, right?
Yep, I'm totally done now.
Okay, it is now. Oh, let's see. Okay, it is now.
Fireball.
That's your 14. It is now. Barry, your turn. You could tell that you have to roll a DC 12 twice. Constitution. To get rid of the stun and the hallucinate, Janet. Okay, you're no longer hallucinating.
And one on the second one.
You're still stunned, but you're also not hallucinate anymore. But you can't move. They're called pacifying spores.
Yep.
What they do is that they stun them for a minute. The target can repeat the saving throw, so you're just stunned.
Okay.
And you're like, These spores are fun. They're so much fun.
No, they're not. Fun for the DM, but not fun for the players.
It is now, since Barry's done, it is now one of the small ones' turn. It's going to walk up to Barry and try and punch you because they don't know what they're doing. Misses, falls over, gets up confused. They're very cute when they do that. Because they look confused as fork. It is now Alex.
Oh, I gotta do the DC 12 because I'm confused.
You're hallucinating.
Hallucinating.
I don't know what you're doing.
16.
No. 16? On which one? Oh, you got the success. Yeah, you're good. But that's your turn, unfortunately.
I'm
Okay.
not gonna try swinging while hallucinating these lines up on the right first.
The three that are behind you guys all look at Chank. They all shoot spores at him. You gotta roll 3 times a Constitution 11 saving throw. 3 times.
Like, yeah, get
You have
plus
to
5
push
to
the
that.
order, you were saying?
Oh, okay.
Don't roll a 1 on any of these.
17.
Okay, that's the first one, success. Next one.
Oh, nice. 7 plus 4
11, you're good.
plus my.
You're good. You're good.
One more.
Literally, the DC is 11. These guys are weaker than
Yeah.
you. You're good. So you managed to avoid all 3 of them trying to spore you.
Fuck you!
A little one runs up to you and tries to punch you.
I'll take it.
It misses. Falls over, gets up, looks confused. After this all happens, all the little ones suddenly leave. There were 5 of them that just leave.
I don't blame them.
No, they just leave. They were too confused to continue this fight.
Did we hit one yet?
Yeah. He hit one twice,
Oh, okay.
which
Nice.
triggered something when he did that. One of these ones, well, really, we're on one of those ones again. Okay, this one is kind of annoyed that its friend got attacked a couple times, and is going to, out of the 4, Daryl. Gonna try and pinch you in the face. It's first gonna shoot some spores at you. Make a DC 12 Constitution saving throw. And then it's gonna try and punch you in the face.
Favorite dice.
It misses.
Twice.
I hit.
No, the other roll was for something else.
Was it Constitution?
12, yep.
You do
17.
You're good. And it missed. Okay, so now it is Charlie, your turn again.
What was it gonna do to me?
It was just gonna make you hallucinate again.
Well, it's true though. Like Yajirobe sucks. We killed Piccolo's guard and cut his tail off.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Firebolt.
Well, you cast that as many times as you want.
Kamehameha.
Oh, you get an extra attack, eh?
We'll do it.
Yeah, you get to attack twice. Remember, you're level 10 fighter as well. So for the first attack, what'd you roll?
11 and 3,
14.
and then 5.
Yeah, that's a hit. Which one are you hitting? The bigger ones?
Yeah,
The 1, 2, or 3?
the one Daryl hit.
Okay, so 2. Okay, so what's the damage on that?
With his level?
Yeah. It's gonna be fun.
Can we say obliterated?
Maybe. If you can do enough damage.
Oh, I think he can.
Well, on the bigger ones, maybe.
Firebolt is 4d10.
For his level?
Yeah.
Okay, roll 4d10. So roll.
Which is 17th level.
So you roll the 2d10s twice.
Can I attack another one?
You can shoot one firebolt And then you could do the fireball, another one, yeah.
But for this attack, you have to roll 4 d10s for this one attack.
Okay.
Barry,
17.
Barry,
Roll-
man.
roll
He's
again.
got logger on that box.
So that's in total for two of them?
Yeah, it's 17.
Okay,
You gotta roll number
17.
2.
Yep, 17 plus.
Guy already does right there.
76.
17 plus 13.
Alright, false orders.
Is
30.
White, red, black.
30 damage?
Yep.
It looks hurt, like very hurt.
Okay, that tells us how much damage it takes.
And more spores fly off of it when this happens.
Towards me or?
No, just fly off of it in like a huge 240 feet radius.
Why are we against these guys?
Because you're in the swamp area.
Oh, okay.
I was thinking of vanilla yams.
Oh, you got another attack, eh? What are you doing?
Attack, so I was thinking
Yeah, another attack there, Charlie.
The one that gave
Yeah,
all
another
your
attack. What are you
creatures, all
doing?
your blocking creatures plus 7.
What?
You have another attack. What are you doing?
Good.
Firebolt again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Roll
A
d4 with
different
that.
one.
Million creatures.
There's 3 behind you and
As far as-
3 in front of you. So you
Three
choose.
in front. One of the 3 in
I
front.
kinda hate that.
Okay, so you already hit 2, so 1 and 3.
You only
Which
take
one?
one face
One
value
pick.
slot versus things.
Roll d4 with that.
It's not restricted cards allowed either. There's a
What's
white
eight?
guy in a white,
Five.
so you can
8
pick
and 5
the-
is
Gargoyle? Gargoyle?
13.
Plus the d4.
That was with the d4.
That was? Okay. So
Whatever
that's
gargoyle is.
Four
miss.
white, 2/2 flyer,
Okay.
fucking dies, just you draw a step, comes back to play.
yeah.
This one hits one of the fungus on the in the background, and it just
Yeah,
bounces
it's
off the
reusable
fungus and
fire
goes up
block.
into the air, and then it comes back down, hit the
I
fungus,
try
and
to
comes
avoid
back
using
at you.
flyers 'cause the fucking,
Okay.
Reflect.
band-
Really?
Roll a reflex
band
save.
Radials and people like flyers generally.
So it's Dex.
Like, you like magic cards indefinitely, but you end up fucking like a lot of people, they're flying decks and bullshit crap like a rogue stampede. Not gonna get far in life with that rate. Like my brother was in college and shit, and he just went to a bar, doing right time walks or garbage, just like smacked him with a ticket glass.
14.
Oh, you're good.
Okay, cool.
My sister would like get paid to fucking upgrade people's decks basically ignorance at that rate.
And so it just flies off you and gets singed out, like it
It's such a
disappears.
cool game at that rate. Then they fucking
Um,
put their fucking their
it is
staff
now-
back, their pump fingernails at shit.
One of theirs turn, the one that you just shot at.
It's cool back
Charlie.
then, right?
Yeah.
Not stupid. We took it for granted because of Anson.
This one
Austin.
goes up to Alex
It's true.
and starts shaking some spores at you.
Yeah.
Roll a DC 12 Constitution.
That deck's got heart and shit, right?
classified
I like hard units.
Nope.
I like it until I should go.
So when it
like,
punches.
I dodged the tendrils people for one, like I killed him.
And then it swings at you.
16.
Well, yeah,
You're good.
yeah.
Now it swings at you.
That deck's got heart
What's your AC?
and it fucking makes me games.
Yeah.
That barbarian
Plus-
deck is hard break.
Okay, it misses you.
It's got the ability to two-howl the hordes and it's exactly 27 cards. It's not extra. It's not cool. It's just stupid.
Alright, so
Like the Baldugan Warlords, like Gerald Jartel, you
That's
swap
its
out
turn.
blockers off 2 players.
so now it
Yeah,
is
if
Gerald.
you guys play control deck, you smack into like a Valthor or a Stout. Hit Garrett the Hellbent Raider. You blocks the Hellbent Raider or whatever. You switch out the fucking blocker with the Valthor or Stout to the other player because they have nothing. The guy, the Hellbent Raider's got fire breathing because they help the Valthor. Give him first, he's got first strike.
Make a deck save.
Kill your opponent.
Dex
the guy
save?
blocking Valthor is just running out dead afterwards. 'cause the creature's
What does it need to make?
That's not the problem though. They made so you can't react being dead in that case.
16.
Like simulacrum
It makes it.
alpha and beta
I rolled an
revives
18.
cool for that reason. Technically they couldn't spot
Damn.
that back then, but if you make a deck with time to
Damn you.
These shrooms don't want to be hit by your thing.
Same with the 4th edition Nap's ass.
I know.
We're Nap's
Spirit
ass.
Spirit Hammer?
Knights.
Yeah.
That's a bonus action.
They reprint 4th edition so it fucking does exponential damage.
I think that's gonna be a
winter
mess.
or hit your opponent in the ass.
Would you like-
Ass, and
Six,
you're like,
yes.
help me! Help me! And it's like, why they're like dead? Because they got fucking killed by a fucking one drop one
What's
hit.
your
Alright.
Like, I got like fucking.
Barry, your turn.
I had like a brain seizure because I was like stitching the fuck up because ass. Like
Seven.
ass, like.
What?
7.
You're still stunned.
It's like fourth edition ass. Where it's
Poor
like,
Barry. Kind of out of commission
like,
right
because
now.
People are fucking kind of slow in the head.
No, it is.
But fourth
Alex.
edition ass by the fucking book.
Alex, your turn.
Well, actually, it's like 1-1.
Your turn,
Everybody
sir.
takes
Stone,
on the
is it a
other
curse
team,
or-
like, tie
It's
off
not-
until
he's
he
not
dies.
stone,
Like, one,
he's just
four,
stunned.
eight, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so it's not a
Well,
curse or anything.
No, it's just an
They can't
effect.
do it.
I'm gonna use one of my abilities.
That's cool. Like, well, this is green good. I top with fin horn elves this time.
What are you doing?
I'm gonna use one of my abilities.
What are you using?
Nature's Wrath.
Green's fucking special. That's why I got Yellow Band's tower.
It casts vines out 10 feet,
I need
10 feet around
I
it.
need a ring.
And whatever's in it snares, and then I have to do.
You know you're gonna get your friends too,
So
right?
I have 30,000
You're gonna get
cards.
both
I have to
Tank,
fucking like this,
Daryl,
Oh, yeah.
Barry,
This
and
one,
only
not
like
that
2
one.
mindeds.
Like, oh, I make 2 soul stairwells.
Exactly, use Louis right now.
Oh,
He's
two
learning
soul
to tell
stairwells.
very- Not much. Not much
I
room.
just feel like you have to actually take it seriously.
It would kill us all.
You have Hammer.
I might use my hammer.
Charlie's
It's
power
a waste
kill
on
the
these little
mushroom.
pathetic
They have
shrooms.
that.
They have one the hell.
I'd use it. Yeah.
I have a created monster for
Yeah.
this.
Like,
What
man,
else is
watch
friggin'
out
new?
for case you're cool guys, 'cause they're, like,
What do you do?
smarter than you.
What are you doing?
It's just like, I like
Do the
some
thing.
drugs. Why is
Rah.
there things people I want to do?
I'm gonna try swinging at it for
He's like a heart.
Swing at a shroom.
fact,
3 in the
there are
back or
cases
3 in the front?
more fellatio, man, you want to do that too. So,
One on the front, one is wounded.
right?
Like Barry would do.
No.
But like, still, it's kind of like, haha.
Very
So it's like, I remember you like just like.
How far are
cases,
they?
Like,
5 feet from you, the other ones are,
just cases.
10 feet from you.
No, you don't.
Because they're behind Chang. Basically, your order is like this. You 3 in front, Chank right here, and then there's the 3 behind Chank and 3 in front of you guys.
no little bastards, right?
Yep, smaller ones ran.
Kill one.
Well, I'm gonna use.
I'm gonna use Dragon Ball Z move.
Why don't you play Cyclops this year?
I'm gonna use my
Yes.
Silver Wolf
Like a
Dragon
construct
short
face
sword.
Pardon?
I'm gonna use my silver.
Oh, you're
Dragon
silver.
short sword.
Okay, roll.
You forge yourself like.
On the weekend one?
Yes.
Okay. You need to do 5
Well, I'm
damage.
being cautious too, because the burn wolverines.
Okay.
I'll take.
14.
You just hit. Roll damage.
Okay.
Laugh if you rolled a 1.
One side is becoming an idiot.
What's your strength bonus?
My strike bonus? It's 2.
Yeah, if you rolled a 1, you're not hurting. You're not killing this thing. At most, you need to roll a 3.
Would I have to use this bless dice with this too?
No.
No.
Not for damage. Just for
7.
You kill it.
Yay! We killed
A bunch of
one.
spores fly out of it as it collapses to the ground.
The rest should run.
And blue ooze starts coming from out of it.
Ooh, I want to lose.
Is it a Smurf, man?
What?
Is it a Smurf?
No.
I want to eat it.
I wouldn't recommend.
Charles, the fact that magic cards have power matrix is patently obvious.
Alright, so let's see. Let's see. It is now, so that's your turn. It is now the 3 little ones behind. What are you doing?
I'm doing my extra attack.
Okay, do it then.
One was like
I'll hit the
sitting
next
there.
one beside it.
Great.
Y'all do a card spawn called Lord Treasure Ward.
I
And
know
the way every
extra
time
attack.
afterwards you show
Got
up.
it.
How many hits were on the first one?
Most submissive.
Did you do?
I have only allusions to the
What?
Asian
No, you
life
did more than that.
propitiating
On
with that,
the
right?
middle one?
The
Mhm.
second one, I was like,
I did
dude,
2 hits on it.
like,
You did
fucking
3.
allude to his obvious, like, 90s internet.
Because you hit it with the
facts.
spiritual hammer twice.
Fuck you, man.
And then with the
Mace.
max damage with the other one, it was 24.
So it took 4
I just did that to Narwhal.
4 hits. Okay.
Because people like magic cards and D&D are awesome, man. You gotta like chase those fuckers out. So, like, I don't like Lord of Tresor. It's like, oh yeah, I wanna have sex with your wife now.
13.
Fuck you,
That's defender bonus. You fail.
Damn. Huh? Just by one.
Same with Dungeons and Dragons, Charles. Like,
Okay. So now it's their turn,
Like all his characters, like.
and the 3 are all gonna try and punch Chank.
Gonna try and hit me?
He's all-
No, because they're the 3 the ones that are behind Chank.
We're trying to get through Shank to get to us.
Good luck with that.
What's your
Charles,
AC?
man?
Yes.
What's your AC?
8 PvPs with my Iron Man guy against fucking like high school seniors with like fucking power.
16.
Alright, so one of them hits you
Okay.
You don't even like that.
for half damage.
Like where you sit.
It actually doesn't do a whole lot anyway.
Right?
So you take
Sit there
3 damage, Charlie.
What will I do?
Oh no, I got punched by a spore.
Charlie's Chank, the wizard, that's what
I have 370 hit points.
Well, you shouldn't be allowed to play it. Because that's not how people work.
He does though.
It's like sitting there like, my character has like an extra HP bubble and it's like sitting like, I'm trying to
Okay,
play
so
fucking
now-
Camp Expedition. I want to fucking kill that character.
Chank only gets to
I
play.
can't.
Charlie, Brandon, Chank only shows up for King's Mistake episodes. He only plays as Sildrick on the normal episodes.
So I'm gonna be a Gucci or a fucking Lamb.
Later, and once we get to the next area.
Sorry, man.
So now it's okay. It's one of the bigger guys' turn, and they're not happy, so they're going to spore Daryl. Oh yeah, so I got that's for the punch, and it missed. Okay, so roll a DC 12 Constitution.
Remember playing that hero
Bum,
game,
bum,
Charlie, you had a secret
Bum
punch
bum
technique called
bum
DP.
bum 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 bum.
Had 8 powers, just a homeless man.
20.
You're good.
No, he has whiskey
Yeah,
magic.
you got
Okay,
killed.
that's its turn.
Back, skin grade.
So now it is back to Charlie.
Some guys ripped me off.
King
about
Tank
that.
turn.
I posted online in plasma bobos because of whiskey magic, and they fucking stole it and made a fucking licensed property with that shit. So like, where the fuck the shock doc did your
Charlie, your turn.
fails and curves, man. Daryl,
Yeah.
1 or 3.
Aren't
Why?
you still stunned though?
While he's stunned. Fire.
Can I
Have
do
you seen
anything
anything
to help
on-
him?
Yeah.
What?
what cost?
Can I do anything to help him?
Let me check your spells. They should be on the next page. And I'll tell you if there's anything you've got that could help. Let me see.
What's your restoration? We did it.
Yeah, that's one, but that uses up a spell slot, I'm pretty sure. He doesn't have it though.
Yeah.
I'm not for helping people, I'm for attacking.
No, you don't have. Well, you could. No, you can't do anything to help him right now.
I should put rapid fire in this deck, Barry. That card from Legends is like Justin Hampton drawing gives you creature first strike and rampage 2 before it's blocked.
Yeah.
So you're fireballing, shoot fire.
Barry.
Hello, for
I've got 3 Albans, towers, and rapid fire. Well, it's not really good. Couple of yeah. I love
Please
this
watch your
deck,
step.
man. It's just strike out. I used to have a deck, man, with 4 enter the dungeons, a Sherazad, 3 Chaos Orbs, Sleep Rages, Black Vices. One time I played against Aubrey, I fucking changed
Charlie,
Enter the
what are you doing?
Dungeons against
Fireball.
her, so I had a
Okay, roll.
Chaos Orb regarding me, so
I am.
I was just wondering why you weren't rolling.
Natural 20.
Oh, that's max damage.
So it's 40.
I already make that deck $4.
In total?
40-10.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so
it's-
40 damage.
But wouldn't that be plus something? Or is it just 40-10? Okay.
That's the idea, man.
40?
12 damage, so it doesn't do it. did that album.
That's literally like the whole idea.
Spell damage?
Fucking
Yeah.
spell
You have another attack,
Try that
sir.
at once.
You gonna do it again?
I got a card that forces people to play a mini game of Magic underneath the table. So I make the fucking Merc Dwellers, because they grow good at that rate with Falling Stars. So you throw Falling Star, right?
Firing again?
I had Chaos
Yeah.
Sword for that reason, but Falling Stars is just...
Did I kill him?
Yeah.
No.
I had 3 Chaos
Keep
Swords.
going.
You hurt him really
I
bad.
actually contemplated fucking
I'm good to the other one.
myself because I lost
Okay.
my Chaos Sword.
Oh yeah, it releases spores when it
Chaos
does
Sword's
this.
like why Magic's cool at all. It's fucking sexy. And it's
Okay,
like
19.
That's a hit.
Yeah.
Roll
I
damage.
had the 6.9 one too. I'm gonna make it 6.9.
It's 4d10.
I used to have a bunch of those.
6.9s are good. Like you got Incinerate, Dark Ritual,
13.
Sarah, Angel.
Plus-
Like, there's enough cards to make a good 40 card deck at that rate.
Yeah.
Why is that FNM getting called an asshole for MK Swords?
11 and 13.
How am I an
24.
asshole?
24 damage. You do
This is
24
stupid.
damage. That one.
It's so
Okay.
fucking stupid. You got like I've played so
Right.
long. It's
It also releases spores as it happens.
Decks. So I forgot to bring Surreal today. I'm getting killed by lightning bolts.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
You ever seen the card Rites of Initiation?
It is now its
Already
turn.
cast instant turn
And it's the one that's been really injured is going to try and get Daryl again. DC Constitution.
Don't block my creature.
It really wants to stun you.
Why me?
Because stunning is fun.
Cards, so like, players got hatred and don't want to stay as Peter Wax. Can't actually play games. Fucking hatred.
And 13.
This is depressing.
You just succeed.
You gotta like let that happen at that rate. So play against
It's because of Barry. You're lucky.
Yes.
It's almost been a minute, by the way.
Like 5 to cast all in cards are all he's got. It's like
I've been keeping track.
Disturb
Yeah.
Burial was the thing back.
Well,
in
10
the
rounds
day,
is a
right?
minute.
It's like, fucking
Yeah, it's almost been 10
back,
rounds.
right? Yeah, fuck you, man. It's like, well, yeah, I can stop it if I don't want to, because I don't play the fucking game anymore.
What are you doing?
Jeez, like,
Oh my god.
Oh, I got a punch. Sorry. Missed. Why do they always miss with those feasts?
This fucker
You're just like,
is-
no.
he always, like, walked in, he's like, no, man.
I hope one of
my
them
card
hits.
one more to cast.
Yes.
Because I have a reaction to it.
I don't care. It's gonna suck when it hits you.
I have a reaction to it.
It is now. Let's see. Barry. No. Daryl. Then Barry. Daryl. Then Barry.
Dex save.
Wing, wing. You said 18, right?
16, I believe.
Yeah, it succeeds.
Damn it.
Yeah, if it was 18, you would have worked. It rolled a 17.
Yeah.
These things do not
Hammer.
want your things to work.
Put it back and see curve.
16 on the die.
That's a hit.
No. Okay.
Fine light.
I'm gonna make you the chip.
For 5 damage. Force damage.
5 force damage on which one?
Oh, the one that's injured.
Okay, 5, so
The one that's mostly injured.
yeah, okay. 45 damage to it so far. That's another spore release.
For 40.
It's now at, it's taken 45 damage in total so far.
Hey, Fire Gargoyle?
Like say?
No, we're fighting
Spores. Mushrooms.
myconids.
No, I know what
That's
they are.
bullshit, man. You shouldn't be allowed to do that.
I am though.
I'm in contact with the Coast Switch.
I don't care. Go ahead.
Fucking rogue.
10. Missed by 1, didn't it?
Plus your con.
Yeah, 10.
Oh no.
No, you missed by 2.
You missed by 2. No. Barry.
You're not doing too well.
Nope.
Barry doesn't feel so good.
Barry, join my 3.5, please.
Alex, your turn.
I like your rolls better than these two.
No, I don't think he wants to die.
Alright, that's right. The same one I swung at her already.
Okay.
Either one of these things to hit.
And I'm using my
Yeah, do
silver
it.
sword again.
Okay. Damage it, your sword. Swing your sword, 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 your silver sword, sword.
Is that a 1?
7.
13.
13, that is a defender bonus.
Mm-hmm.
It says no.
Do my extra attack.
Okay. A lot of you rolling that one.
I wouldn't. 13.
14.
Oh, you just made it. There it is. It basically deflects your first swing and then you hit it the second time. It was like, ow. If it could say ow, it'd be like, ow. Son of a...
6.
6. 24 plus 6.
24 plus 6 is 30.
Taking total of 30 damage that one. And now we're on 8 hits on these things. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Oh, they have an ult ability after getting hit so much.
No,
Yes.
they don't.
They do.
No, they don't. It's not them that you gotta worry about. I'll tell you this right now. It's what they're releasing you gotta worry about.
I know. I'm trying to hit with one with a certain spell. And he keeps succeeding! Pissing me off.
Okay, so the ones that are going after Charlie behind you are swinging at you again, Charlie.
Okay.
Get back in the net.
Oh, I can actually hear now.
Yes. It's quiet.
They all miss, and then they're like, alright, we're gone. And they all leave.
Okay.
So you're just fighting the 3 big guys. They just realized, well, we can't hit either of them apparently, so we're just gonna leave. But they have a reason for leaving. It is now. Oh boy. Okay, so it is now. Okay, it's one of theirs turn now. 4. Constitution 12. They got Barry. They're trying to get one at a time here. You just take your dice out.
Why? This is more fun.
You're just being annoying.
Exactly.
Oh
Oh, shit.
What'd you roll?
8.
You are unfortunately stunned, sir, for a minute. And then it swings at you. just because it can. What's your number? 21, you said? It wouldn't have hit regardless. Because it's only... Yeah, it wouldn't have hit with the +3.
Aubrey,
What?
if you like try hard D&D enough, you actually get the blue cape and yell about fucking being your weeds, man. It's awesome.
I'm confused, but okay, moving on. Okay, whose turn is it now? It is now... Charlie! Your turn. Your turn, Charlie.
Charlie, Aubrey, I'm gonna drink your milk, man.
Don't drink it.
You ate all my fucking pizza pockets.
I didn't eat them.
You ate 2 of them.
Because Josiah ate 2 and he couldn't eat one, so he gave it to me.
2 yesterday.
Because I had one myself and then he had 2 and then he gave me one that he wasn't going to eat. It was going to go bad if I didn't eat it.
Oh yeah, I bought them yesterday. They're going bad.
They were cooked, Brandon.
You're mean, Aubrey.
I need the milk.
I need milk too.
I need the milk for supper tonight.
I'm a child. My bones need to grow.
Shut up. Anyway, Charlie, what are you doing?
Get osteoporosis.
Not right. We're recording, you know, eh?
I'm a baby. You're ripping me over mother's teat.
Stop.
Okay.
Okay.
Firebolt.
Firebolt again? You just like shooting fire.
I could lightning bolt though.
True. But don't. That uses up spell slots. You need them for this. So, 1 or 2? You gonna keep hitting 1 with it?
2.
2? Okay. I think you need to do 30 damage to that one.
And 19.
That's a hit. Now roll damage. You gotta do 30 damage to this one to kill it. So if you roll 2
Snake
15s.
eyes.
14 plus...
Plus 4.
14 plus 4, so 18. Okay, 30 plus 18. 30 plus 18 is 48. It is now... Oh, you have your second attack. You didn't kill it. It released more spores.
Aubrey W. Bush doesn't respect breast milk.
Okay, moving on.
Same thing.
Okay. You really like shooting fire.
Yeah.
Burn!
Cool spell.
It is. It is a cool spell. Roll see if you hit. Remember you got the D4 added to that, eh? Still. Hasn't been a minute yet. It's almost, so. One more turn, it'll be a minute.
16 plus.
That's a hit. Don't worry about that. That's a hit.
Okay.
Roll damage now, sir. Are you doing a 1 or 3?
3.
You're still hitting the same one again? Okay.
Yeah.
You might kill it.
10.
10. Hit.
13.
It's dead. It's dead. It bursts into flames and shrivels.
Nice.
I have your breath smoke.
No.
Okay, moving on. So after Charlie, it was Daryl. No,
No, it's a sport.
Spore, and then Daryl. Alright, since you're stunned, your turn. DC 12 con
When I get to roll, see if I get out of it.
on your turn.
That's fine.
Alright. Survive,
I'd
sir.
have to roll a freaking nat 1 in order to.
Charlie.
It'd be funny though. Thought that was a 1 for a second. I was like, oh no.
19.
19, you're good. And it's gonna swing at you now.
Con of 6.
Mm-hmm.
Con of 6, so.
What's your AC?
18.
Defender bonus, you're safe. You managed to deflect the punch. He rolled a 15 plus 3.
No.
Yeah. Okay, now it's Daryl. Roll
No.
Constitution saving throw to get out of this. You must beat a 12.
No.
I say no.
Move your dice.
No. No, thank you. Move your dice, please.
Nope.
You're still stunned. Oh boy. Alright, it is now. Where's Barry? Because it's Barry's turn.
Very much 6, I think.
What do you do?
To his brother.
Oh, okay. How much time have we been doing this? Oh, he's back. Okay. Barry, it's your turn. Roll saving. Save yourself from stun.
I'm now stunned.
I shall try a different day.
I shall try a different die. This die is just a shit.
Still stunned.
No. It's Alex's turn.
I was sure Torwalk, you have some from Legends, but like Torwalk is stupid.
And he went out for a smoke.
Yes.
Go Torwalk.
Damn it.
Yeah. Maybe I go out of that.
That's not 2, 3, 3 guys.
Oh no.
Torwalk, you just doesn't do
Ah!
I'm using the deck I
We
have.
need to kill them
Torwalk is
before what I have planned arises.
I'm trying.
I have 4 Master of the Hunts.
Oh, yeah.
Kurt keeps
I'm
asking
giving you guys have basically one more turn
me the Legends reminder card.
to do this. If he doesn't die in this next hit,
Well, that's not fair to die.
it's okay if they die. They don't lose anything. They just get experience from what they killed.
Like, do something simple like a prize.
Yeah, that was very good.
I don't want to put
Remember that, Daryl?
Hmm?
Even though you survived Impossible's odds, you have to keep all your shit.
There's 2 of them in there, actually.
So,
Oh, the other one I survived the impossible. I should not be able to survive.
The way that
Yeah.
one card's fanned out.
Wow. I'm
Falling
surprised.
It's like
spider.
same
Yeah, I know,
thing,
you
but
survived
less
falling, a
scary.
giant
Yeah,
snake,
it's
spiders.
conversation.
giant mosquitoes,
Same your vampires
and
like dark
a
ritual,
minor
black-
So you
deity.
save yourself?
Nope.
Charlie,
Your
you
turn,
want
sir.
Lager, man? Charlie, go get me a beer.
No, we're not blessed anymore either.
Oh yeah, you're out of bless now, eh?
Wait, then.
Yeah.
One left.
Nice.
You still have one over there.
Really? Oh,
17.
that's good shit.
Oh yeah, your minute is up too, eh?
Yeah.
Now. So you're no longer stunned.
That's
What'd you roll?
17.
That's a hit.
Okay, so
That's
that's
the
the
first
stuff.
one. I know that.
Is it possible for you to do 25 damage?
No. 9. Well, it is possible to do 25 damage if I use another hammer.
Yeah. Okay. So 45 plus 9,
45 plus 9.
54. Okay, you have another attack, right?
Yep.
Use it. Fucking use it.
Hopefully I hit this time.
You better. Good boy.
Oh.
Just re-roll it, damn it.
Hellfire.
That guy reroll.
Nat 20.
So
Damage.
10 damage.
Yeah. Great. Plus 12, actually.
Yeah, it's dead. You did it.
10 plus 12 plus 10 plus 2.
As it releases spores twice. Boy. You hit the magic number. Ew. Okay, so I will tell you the guys' experience that you got from this fight for killing those.
I did lots.
You did lots, yes.
He did lots of damage there, Baron. Good job.
Nice job,
Cast
Aaron.
the bless and then just
Just checked out for the rest of the fight. So I need math here. So
Champ doesn't mark his experience.
no,
Okay.
9 total, and then
Good on me.
Here, Albert.
plus another. Okay, thank you. Yeah, okay, so you guys all get 450 experience each. Yeah.
50.
These guys are challenge rating 2. And he bought 3 of them. So after you guys all kill these things, is there anything you're gonna do before? One's completely disintegrated, one's dead, and the other one's dead.
They don't have nothing on them.
You don't know. One's cut. 2 of them are cut open.
Check their bodies.
Oh, by the way, since it's been a minute, everybody takes 1d4 acid damage from the air.
Arse. Hole.
You guys all take 2 damage from the air.
Ow,
I
I'm
said
almost
arse,
dead.
Aubrey married, yeah.
But this area literally does that.
I would fucking partition like endurance, fighting, combat HP, environmental, sorry, HP like that.
Yeah, the area in this the place that you guys are in has acidic air. So you guys take 1d4 permanently.
Oh, current.
Permanently per minute.
Why are they in there? What's the fucking point?
Because he needs to drop off a prisoner and then pick up a prisoner.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's not cool.
I joined
do that
after they go in
quickly.
there, and then I want to be a character. That's, you know.
Yeah.
I want to join after that.
After they drop it off and everything?
Yeah, I want to be
Happen
Tartar
for
or
battle
something.
cross.
I want to be like a fucking helpful character.
Yeah, you will be. Actually, I have an idea for you if you don't mind.
Fucking hellscapes.
No, I know who you're going to be playing as if you're okay with it. I'll tell you later, just don't
Okay, man.
say it out loud, okay?
I like what I'm just gonna add that. It's good stuff.
I'll send it to you who you're going to be playing as if you get to the point.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll send it to you. That's who you're playing. You're going to be playing as. Don't say it out loud. Just read it.
Permanent -2.
What?
Enjoy it.
Permanent -2.
Just like the air permanently does that to you in this area. You can't stop it from happening. Your health doesn't permanently lose 2. It just happens.
Someone's ever gonna get that too bad.
Yeah, if you leave the area, you'll be fine. Or if he puts the bubble back up.
Put the bowl back up.
You can't yet. Takes time to recharge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, unfortunately. So he has to wait another 10 minutes.
Well, I can tell you what I'm doing. I've got some news.
From the thing from it, you can't. It's not enough is secreting from it for you to take. You could take a chunk of it.
Okay.
So you got a chunk of myconid. MYCONID. So basically you just grabbed a myconid spore. Which may or may not be smart. But we'll never know until later. MYCONID. What?
I walked to that tree.
You continue walking towards the tree?
Yes.
You guys gonna follow?
Yes.
Okay. As you guys are walking, the ground suddenly begins to shake.
For fuck's sake.
It begins to shake. This is why I said you needed to kill it in that one attack. Because remember all the spores they were releasing?
Yeah.
These spores are called distress spores. Distress spores. When a myconid takes damage, all other myconids within a 240 feet can sense its pain.
Run. Oh, shit.
What Brandon said, you might want to do.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Run! So, you guys running?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
All your movement speeds, please.
Well, we'll be
30.
running at Daryl's speed.
Which is 25.
So 50.
Yeah.
You guys will be running at 50 feet. So slightly slower than you should be. But it's okay, it's not too slow. If you're running, let's say, like at a gnome's pace, I think it's like 20 feet,
Yeah.
you would be a little too slow. So as you guys are running, a bunch of these myconids start digging their way, coming through the walls of this log that you guys are in. A swarm of them.
You got a log on fire?
No, it's too dim. We've already tried that when he shot it. Remember it?
Should have brought Jake, because Jake's a sex one.
But you see a bunch of the small ones, about like 1,000 of them, running behind you guys now. And then half
Doesn't
of
matter. We're running.
500 of them of the adults start following behind you guys. As another 500 of the sovereigns start falling behind you guys.
It's a mushroom bonanza, guys. Let's get the hell out. Let's get out of here.
The ground shakes more. As you guys are running, you suddenly feel like you're being lifted off the ground.
Oh no.
After you guys walk out of the log.
Who wanted to come here?
You did.
You idiot.
It's his mistake. He wasn't originally supposed to teleport here. Remember it? Mistaked?
Yes, I know.
Yeah, so you guys suddenly get lifted up on what looks something feels very squishy that you're stepping on.
Look down.
It's squishy. It makes a loud groaning noise
I
as
look
it
down
gets
to what it is.
bigger and bigger, and you're going higher and higher. As you guys realize that you're on a giant myconid.
Oh no.
I want. Fuck.
We are, we say, screwed.
It then shakes. I'll roll a dex save, and then I'll roll a con save.
15 for dex save.
You're good. It's 10 for dex, by the way.
21 for Dex.
You're good.
Uh-oh.
What'd you roll?
Now what?
Ah! So, okay, I'll get to you in a second. Roll your dex save, Charlie.
Have to roll con save?
Yeah.
Plus 3.
Plus 3. You're good.
Okay. So you filled that one too.
16? You're lucky.
22 for Con.
You're good. Con, what'd you roll? What'd you roll? Ah! Roll con save.
Girl, she just killed herself. Again.
10.
That's in total?
Yeah.
You guys all start feeling a burning sensation. The ones that are, that failed. So you two. Burning sensation on your body. As you guys suddenly start hallucinating, you're also stunned, and you are slowly burning.
For Peg.
More acidic damage. 4. 4 acidic damage.
Just to the two that are.
Yep. It's almost been a minute. You guys are going to take another acidic damage too. Yeah. Daryl, since you failed your dex,
Question.
what?
When we found out we're on that mic, and he ready to do any melee damage to us yet, did he?
No, because all he did was just get up and shoot spores. So as you're being shaken from its top and failed your dex, you slip on a piece of moss that was on its back, bounce into the air, roughly about 10 feet into the air, bounce again and launched 30 feet off of its top.
Oh, God.
You then fall 50 feet.
You got?
You're falling 50 feet, sir.
I'm stunned. I can't do anything.
Oh, okay. You hit the ground.
5d6.
That's what it is for 50 feet?
I believe so.
Okay.
No, the first 10 feet is negated.
Okay, so 46.
40?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, that almost was max damage. Oh no. 6, 12 plus 7?
Rolled 3 6s.
And a 1.
17. Or 19.
19 in total. You take 19 damage from this fall.
Fuck me, I'll roll 2, that's enough for
Ow!
Yeah.
You don't even notice you're stunned.
Still
I feel it
hurts.
when I wake up.
Okay, what
Yeah.
about me?
You're fine. You've succeeded your dex.
So you didn't fall. You're just-
Now everyone take acidic damage, because it's been a minute.
Oh, okay.
There we go.
1 acidic damage.
We all
Sure.
take 1.
55 minus 19.
36.
That's why I was hoping, Alex, that you would have killed it. That's more true.
Charlie, there's
Sorry.
5 hit points left, man. It's been games.
Sorry, I didn't succeed.
So how tall is this giant mic in it?
No, I
50
would've
feet
been
tall.
able to kill
I
it in
sparred
one turn.
it
It's
for
my
55
hammer.
rounds.
We're still up on top of it?
Yeah.
3 of us are up on top?
Yep.
All chicks who dig you by 370 hit points base. It's like, fuck down there. 270.
Unfortunately, it can't attack you guys, but all it can do is shoot a bunch of spores and try and shake you off right now. And you're actually not very far from the tree anymore.
Good, we'll run to it.
You're on top of a 50-foot mushroom man.
How are we gonna get out of this?
When can I create my bubble?
You gotta wait another 8 minutes.
Damn it.
So,
Daryl's the only one safe right now.
no, he's not. Do you remember the horde of Myconids?
Yes.
Fall towards the tree or away from it?
He fell.
I'm going towards it, coming up behind us, and going forward. We're going towards the tree.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna roll. See what.
But you got launched through the back.
Well, if I was on the head, wouldn't it be going forward 30 feet?
Now he's saying go backwards.
Oh yeah, you're good. You went slightly off. So roughly like it's like
Do I bounce forwards or backwards?
forwards towards the
Okay,
tree.
so that can...
Or
But you're-
slightly to one side.
You're 70 degrees off.
Okay.
I took 10 damage.
You're almost fucked now.
So initiative?
If you guys want to.
Charlie is sure 75 HP left. This
Hey,
is-
Charlie, look at your spells really quick.
They did it all.
You should remember a specific spell you casted on Barry last time.
Featherfall.
That would be smart.
On everyone I can do it?
Yeah. As long as they're all touching each other.
Oh yeah, I get to touch Barry.
That's not what I meant! God damn it! Okay, so everyone make a dex save to get to Chank. Except for you.
Yeah.
You have to roll con save.
Not 20. I'll do a cartwheel with my
Says, look at me go! You know what? Charlie, I got an idea for you.
15.
15? Okay, you're good.
You fell, so you're already down there.
Is it a 1?
No.
7?
Yes.
Come over here.
Like, come on, just.
Oh, yeah, okay.
First, use the feather fall though.
Okay.
So
Yes.
what'd you roll? Barry? Oh, Barry rolled a net 20. What'd you roll?
15.
Okay, what'd you roll, Charlie?
I have to roll.
Yeah, you have to roll a dex. It's everybody to get to you, but you still have to stay standing.
Oh, okay. I better not fuck up.
Oh no.
No.
Remember what happened to Daryl?
Okay.
You're good. What'd you roll?
That's +3.
Oh, 17.
Oh yeah, he's fine. So you guys all made. What'd you roll again?
15.
Okay, you just made it. So you managed to you have a bit of trouble, but you managed to get to Charlie. You guys grab both of his hands, and then he moves you to his other hand, and you're casting Featherfall. Okay, so you guys are all suddenly now Featherfall ready. What are you doing now?
Using the capture ball and throwing it at him.
He throws it straight down. It hits the thing. It gets sucked in.
Yeah.
Oh, and we're falling.
Hey, Featherfall. It's got to succeed wisdom.
As soon as I hit the ground, I'll wait till the capture shot.
Yeah.
As soon as I
Because
hit
if
the
it does
ground,
it, if it fails, you guys are all getting launched. It's like Pokemon; they hop out of it. Oh, it failed. It failed miserably.
So I captured it?
Yeah.
Yes! Yes!
So you got the legendary Myconid Giant.
Okay.
That's even better than
as soon as I hit the ground, I'm gonna run up to Daryl's character and do a lesser restoration, which will remove the stun.
We still have the army to worry about, though.
Yep.
How'd they
I
not
got
fall off?
he's not stunned anymore, so I can keep running again. Start running again.
They weren't on top of it.
Where were they?
They were all coming behind them, and then they all got lifted up, so they were waiting.
Oh. That's scary.
Yep.
Can't afford Daryl.
Unfortunately, no. When you fall straight. All right. Start fucking running, all of you.
Yeah.
Daryl, you too. Eh? Because you got a lot of freaking Myconids coming up behind you guys.
Okay, so we run.
And they're all shooting spores at you guys. They can't reach you yet, but if they get close enough, you'll all get spored. And you have to roll 2,000 times Constitution. No, 1,000. Sorry, not 2,000, because the first 1,000 can't actually use those spores. So yeah, run.
We're running.
Okay.
We're running.
So you guys see the sovereigns are taking the lead because they have 30 feet per every time they run. So they're catching up to you guys pretty quickly. You guys, as you guys are running from this horde of Myconids, the ground vines start coming up and trying to capture you guys
Oh, lovely.
at the same time. Everyone needs to roll a dex save.
No. Oh, it's gonna die.
You're good. Roll a dex save, Daryl, when you get a chance. Okay?
16!
You're good.
That's called the demi-john.
When you get a chance, Daryl, roll a dex save.
Natural 20.
You're good. As they come up to try and grab you, you're like swinging off of them and stuff, and bouncing off of each one. You're like, ha ha! Oh yeah, by the way, it's been roughly about 5 minutes now. Everyone is going to be taking 5d4 damage here. 2, 4, 6, 7. You guys are taking 8 acid damage. All of you. Take 8 acid damage. Because the air is acidic. It burns. like a Bianca.
Chat 20.
Oh, you're fucking cruising like him.
Fine swinging.
Yeah, boy.
Alright, George.
I switched dice.
Yeah.
George,
So you guys are all good.
So I take how much acidic damage?
8.
8.
When we're in safety, I'll use my lay on hands. Because right now, it's not safe to use lay on hands. I stopped for one moment. Those things are catching up.
Oh, they are catching up really fast, too. You guys can do one action before they catch up to you guys, other than running.
So you can drink a healing potion and cast a spell.
You guys get one action before they catch up to you guys, other than running. Because you're automatically running. But you can do one action. All of you. We'll start with Barry. What's your one action that you want to do before they catch up?
Cast bless on the other 3.
You casting bless on them?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys all have bless on you guys. That's your action, so you keep running.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I think Daryl's the first one to get caught up on. If you guys are running at his pace, though, then you're all gonna get caught up on. So, Daryl, your turn. What action are you going to do, sir?
I'm just looking it up right now. Oh. What's the bonus?
Chank, I already know what you're doing. Okay?
Okay.
You're actually preparing the bubble spell.
Okay.
Because in about 2 minutes, you'll be able to cast it. So you're just preparing it.
Okay.
Right.
I was gonna like.
Fucking right. Oh yeah, by the way, the tree is literally ahead of you right now. You guys can see it's right there.
I'm casting healing word on myself.
You also see a metal-looking ring in the tree. A metal-looking ring in the tree. Boom, 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 boom.
Glad they're not
Boom,
scared of it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You gotta be
What'd you roll?
kidding me. I get 5 health back. It was a 1.
Alright, so Alex, your turn.
I am going to use Nature's Wrath behind me to slow him down a bit.
Okay, good. Smart move, smart move. I'm glad you did that, actually. Because I don't think you would want to roll 1,000.
No.
Or 500, yeah, it'd be 500 Constitution saving throws. Because as they're running, they're shooting spores in front of them.
So, what is that? Nature's Wrath, that's under con. I believe. Yeah, under con.
Can someone turn that light on? Closest to you, Alex. Yeah, that one. Thank you, sir. After this, I'm going to start cooking supper. Yeah.
I need a smoke.
That's fine. You can wait. We're almost there.
11. For the con.
What's that for you?
That's for my...
You don't have to roll con for that. They just got to beat your con.
Alright.
So they have to beat how much?
Your spell DC, whatever it is. That spell.
My con is 16.
Holy fuck, how am I rolling so low? There's one good one. Everything else is failing.
Good.
Okay, there's 2. There's 3. 4. Out of 500, 4 made it. 4 are have caught up to you guys. And all 4 of them are going to shoot one hallucinant thing at each of you. One stun at each of you. Everyone has to roll a DC 12 Constitution or be stunned and then overtaken by the horde.
4.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh.
Not you too.
Yep. And you too.
Charlie!
What's the
Okay, you're
Constitution
good.
save?
12.
13 with my con.
Oh,
plus
you
3.
just make it.
I'm at
Oh, don't we
7.
get a D4 because he costs plus on everybody?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Except for him. So he's fucked regardless.
But if you roll a 4, you can get up to 11.
Well, actually, you guys wouldn't be overtaken yet, but you will be if he can't get out in another turn. Oh, by the way, you're all taking acidic damage. 4.
Max, really?
Aubrey, you jerk.
I rolled a 4! Don't call me a jerk, call my dice a jerk.
Give me your dice.
No.
You'll never get them back again. Because I'll be using them.
No, you won't.
3.
Just under.
So you just under, you're still getting stunned?
Mm-hmm.
Ah. Alright, so you two are stunned.
I can carry you both.
You gotta wait. They're both stunned, and now they're all getting those two, because they suddenly stop, are getting punched by the 4. I need a 4.
2 on each.
Yep.
No which ones.
It's gonna
I
hurt.
wouldn't be using my shields. AC.
The ones that were gonna punch Barry, one was about to punch Barry, and was about to hit when the other one punches it.
Ouch!
That's hilarious.
That guy's got.
When one punches you, yo, I don't worry about the damage for that one. It's fine. It's just like upset. So you're taking the damage from this punch. You just punch. Oh wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Well, actually, I was because I read it before, but I just didn't remember. Okay, so it's they actually don't hit as hard as I thought they would.
Of course I don't.
They roll
Yeah,
3d.
they're not combat guys.
No, they're not. But they're cool. They're like one of my favorite creatures in D&D. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage from a punch.
Fungus.
They didn't hit me.
All right, Charlie, you cast the bubble,
Okay.
but everyone takes acidic damage before that happens.
Bullshit on that.
You guys all take 3 acidic damage. You now get an action to try and save them, or you can save yourself. You're literally right next to the portal right now. Not that close to the portal. Still left roughly 20 feet from it.
Well, you tell me that. You said it's close to the
That's
border. Didn't say how
basically
close.
right next to it. Is 20
No,
feet.
it's not right next to it.
From the distance that you guys have been running, yes.
Next to it is 5 feet, not 20 feet.
That's alright. It's just your basic movement speed in a run.
Fuck you two, a pain in the ass.
Strength check for
Strength
both of them.
check, yep. Pick them up and we're hoofing it.
Roll 2 strength checks. You guys are now surrounded by bubbles, and all the Myconids are bouncing off the bubble right now, but they're all trying to break the bubble now.
No! Not my bubble! That's awesome.
Because only you get to choose gets to pass
That
the
made it
bubble.
20.
You're good. On who are you grabbing first?
Whatever closest to me.
Flip a coin then. Heads Barry, tails Alex.
What in the air?
Heads Barry, tails you. Heads.
Barry. You grab Barry first. Barry, roll a con save. Oh, you're fine. You wake up and you're suddenly grabbed.
That's me.
I was gonna worry, grab it. Okay, grab the elf.
Yeah.
15.
What's your strength?
14.
You just make it. Oh. So you grab them and you guys fall through the
I got
portal.
a con save.
The portal suddenly activates as you get close to it. Chank running in basically with the group.
Yeah.
The portal suddenly activates and you're suddenly warped out of this area.
Oh, thank God.
All the myconids stop when you guys all disappear and they look. You guys don't see this, but this is basically what happens. They all look at it confused, like, and then they turn around. But they were upset because, like, they were gonna stop if the big guy stayed there. But since you took the big guy, they went.
Master! Master!
Fasha!
Then we'll call it here for a break.
Will we? Will we?
Break.
Give me a second. So as you guys are going through this tunnel, you're no longer taking acidic damage, but you can feel the effects from all this acid.
Is that down half my health?
You suddenly all fly out and hit sand. All of you hit sand. Chank still has the bubble.
Yes.
You guys hit sand. Chank's just like, my featherfall was still active. Why didn't it work for you guys?
This looks more like it.
It's a red tint. Sand looks red. Everything is a red tint.
Out of the swamp and into the heat. Lovely!
Aw.
Anybody need healing?
Oh, for sorry.
I'm down 11.
So as you guys take a break here in front of the portal,
I'm down one
Chank
side.
tries to relocate himself on where the temple is that you guys have to go,
Sure, I'm using the right.
and how far away. And
Well,
well, you
because
guys
I
all
see it anymore.
recuperate here. Until next time, we're gonna explore the third layer of Kansuri, also known as Tartarus. Will they make it? Who knows? This place has a lot of surprises up its sleeve from what I read the other day. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this one. We'll see you guys all in the second part. Bye for now.